environment has always been a very integral part of the studies of the curriculum in every country in the world. But as far as transcending boundaries, crossing over, and developing an international and interdisciplinary perspective is concerned, it is a very recent phenomena, and I think it is one of the most important issues of the whole biodiversity or the whole environment debate, that one is familiar at least with the small nitty gritties of environmental governance, how environmental diplomacy, how environmental politics, and how environmental economics is carried out. And it becomes very important from the perspective of a developing country. It is all the more important because here you are facing some serious bargaining. I will call it bargaining because issues of equity and justice and things which should be addressed, they really take a back seat when I've seen these negotiations going on, and this is something that I felt. And this is where at least for my small contribution to this field was, if I want to do it, is to develop some sensitivity, some awareness. People are talking of awareness, but before awareness, some sensitivity has to be developed towards people we call our indigenous communities, we call our farmers, we call people who are affected by our very actions, whose livelihoods and whose lives are affected. That sensitivity, seems to be lacking, in all these technicalities of these conventions. That is where I think that I would like to make a difference.
As a professional professor of international studies and someone I'm sure who studies UN texts, do you think the concept of common but differentiated responsibility, while it may have made sense in 1992, do you think it is still helpful to have that hanging over the process now?
1992, common but differentiated responsibility, yes. But the biggest achievement of 1992 was bringing questions of equity and justice at the forefront. That was the first time you heard that voices from the informal sector were really taken into account. That was, I feel, that was the biggest achievement of the 1992 Rio conference. And after that, I think we developed some jet lag over it, we can call it. uh, and as far as the 2002 is concerned, the 2002 Rio, um, I would say that I had placed a lot of hopes on it, which weren't, rightly fulfilled. And I only hope that with this BioCop 11, some things, some really practicable, workable solutions come out for the international community and for people who are affected by the decisions taken here. So that is what I wanted to say.
And in terms of, have you been out speaking to delegates here? Have you been talking to people involved in the negotiations, and I guess gauging their thoughts on how it's all playing out?
Yes, I have been doing that. That's precisely what I've been doing the whole of last week. And in all the urgency of, the negotiations, um, I feel something comes out of it. And especially as far as the access and benefit sharing mechanisms are concerned, which were the center stage at the deliberations in Delhi in July, but those which I see being sidelined in the main negotiations that are taking place here. And because that is a very important issue, and again I see that it is being pushed to the margins.
And on a final note, give us an idea of what you're going to be telling your students when you go back the hundreds of young faces are looking at you, expect great expectations. What are you going to be telling them?
There are, I would be telling them that in the next 5 years, I want to prepare a team of researchers uh, who, when they go for the next protocol and the next important negotiations, should be sensitized and should be sensitive enough to take into account the access and benefit sharing mechanisms. I feel that it is the most important aspect of it, and the most important aspect, which is again somehow being not taken into account, is, you know, taking the university and the teaching network on board these conventions, because they are the people who finally matter, who finally will be putting all these ideas and laws into practice.